Welcome to the next chapter of statistics and measures of central tendency. So you students know that what is the measures of central tendency? That means the single value describe the whole data. That's so typical of the whole data you know as an average. So average is the value that's describe the whole data that based on almost all the data. So we are going through the various type of average, simple average, that's your arithmetic mean, median, modes, there are the various average, there are geometrical average are there. So an average is the value that describe the whole data. So measures of central tendency means there's a single value that describe or that explain the almost all idea regarding the data that is known as measures of central tendency. Now come to the definition of it. The methods of finding out central value which describe the whole data that is known as measures of central tendency, which describe the whole value, whole data that is known as measures of central tendency. So, what should the features of the good average? What should the features of the good average? You people know that. What is an average? An average when we make the sum total of the data and divide it by number of observations, we get the average. So rigidly defined that means having fixed formula for that, having there is no change in the definition of the average, that's a rigidly defined, and that's mostly the fixed formula like that. And average is the when we divide the total of the data with the number of observation, we get it, so it is rigidly defined. Second one, it's simple to understand and easy to calculate. So we can easily calculate the average and very simple to understand. Anybody can, the layman can understand it easily, but very simple calculation of it. Next one, based on statistical data. While we are going through the average, suppose you are taking the average of the students, height of the student in a particular class. Let there are 10 students in a class, and we are taking the various heights of the students, and just to make the sum of the height of the student and divide the by each number of student by, let it be 10. So what we are obtaining here, that based on statistical data, that means all we consider all the figures to find out the average idea. That's a relative study. So why we are telling the relative study, we can compare one group of data, one group by taking the average, we can compare one group with the other group easily. So that why we are taking the relative study. Relative study means it facilitates comparison. We can compare one group with the other group. Suppose you take the salary of company A with the company B, the salary of employee. So if we take the average salary of company A and average salary of company B, then what we can tell easily which company is better one. What's the position of the employee in the particular company. Next one, it is useful for further algebraic treatment. We can take the average to for further algebraic treatment, like we can study the we can take the help of mean, median, mode for calculation of standard deviation, mean deviation, and other study like correlation, regression. Then we are taking the help of the mean, median, mode for the studying of the different idea. That's a further study is very useful for the algebraic treatment. And affected by fluctuation of sampling. Sampling, the average is always affected. Suppose you take the case of fluctuation of sampling, how it is affected. Suppose you are finding out the average of marks obtained by the student in a particular class. One of the student is securing, let it be 5, and other student is securing 95. How can you make the average? The 95 securing student get loss, and the student who is securing 5 that get benefit. So that's all affected by fluctuation of sampling. So the extreme value affect the average. So the features of average, you people see that it is rigidly defined, simple to understand, and simple to calculate, based on statistical data, relative study, and next one further algebraic study, and affected by fluctuation of sampling. Now we shall go through various types of average in our day-to-day life, or in statistics there is particular 3 types of average. Mathematical average, that is arithmetic mean, geometric mean, harmonic mean. That's a positional average, that based on particular position, median, mode, quartiles, decile and percentiles. And miscellaneous average, moving average and progressive average. Now what is arithmetic mean? Arithmetic mean is the simple average of the given data And geometric mean is very useful to find out the average while you are calculating the percentage, and harmonic mean is useful while you are calculating the speed. Next one, median. Median divides the data into two equal parts when we arrange it either in ascending order or in descending order. And mode is having positional average. That's the most probable item of the given data. And quartiles divide the data into 4 equal parts. Next one, decile divide the data into 10 equal parts, and percentile divide the data into 100 equal parts. Moving average is useful. That's in the case of time series, and actually the progressive average is useful in the final time series. Now we shall discuss the mathematical property of arithmetic mean. So while we are going through the mathematical property of arithmetic mean, there are the 4 properties are there. First one, the sum of deviation taken from arithmetic mean is always equal to 0. The sum of deviation, if we take the deviation from any other number except the mean, the deviation must be more than that. And the sum of deviation, if we are taking from the arithmetic mean, that is always 0. Second one, the sum of square of deviation from arithmetic mean is always minimum if we take the other number and take the deviation and their square deviation, their sum, that must be more than that. Next one, sum of data is equal to number of observation into mean. This is true, always true. And another one, we can find out the combined mean by applying this formula. The combined mean of the two groups of data, x12 bar equal to x1 bar n1 plus x2 bar n2 by n1 plus n2. Number of observation, x1 bar mean of the first series, and the number of observation of first group, mean of the second group, and number of observation of the second group. If you go through this formula, we can find out the combined arithmetic mean. So in this unit we study what is measures of central tendency, what is an average, what are the features of the average, then the types of average, and the mathematical properties of arithmetic mean. This for today.